election time. All I know is I've been doing this a long time, trying to help these farmers, and she is the only Washington official who has ever actually done anything to help us. She shows you her faith through her works, as the book of James prescribes. And she's been doing it ever since she got out of law school. She didn't go to work for a big firm. She went to work for a Children's Defense firm, goes to South Carolina, tries to find out why young African-American teenagers, 13 and 14-year-olds, are being put up in jail with adults for years and having their lives ruined. They filed a report, and they changed the juvenile justice system. She went to Alabama and posed as a white housewife because the civil rights laws were being violated by private academies that were nothing more than segregated schools. And they were claiming federal tax credits, so those of you of a certain age actually had some of your tax money ripped off to support the perpetuation of racist education. But nobody had actually proved it. We all knew it, they had proved it. So Hillary alone, right out of law school, goes to this town in Alabama, which has one of these academies, poses as a housewife whose husband just got a job in town, interviews to see if her son should go to this school. They make all this small talk and funny. She said, look, let's just get to the bottom line here. If I put my son in this school, will he be in an all-white school? Yes or no? The guy said, absolutely. She had it. They lost their tax credits. Those private academies all across Alabama lost their tax credit. Similar organizations all across the South did, and we began the slow, painful process of providing unequal education to the American people. You ought to be able to get it wherever your zip code is and whatever your income is. So, that's my case. Finally, don't forget, the Supreme Court's writing on this election. It's 4-4 now on all these tough political questions. They voted 4-4 last week on a bill that, if it had gotten 5 votes, would have destroyed public employee unions in America. They voted 5-4 to gut the Voting Rights Act. And it's horrible. Arizona was covered by the Voting Rights Act as soon as they got rid of it. There was one polling place in the last primary in Arizona for every 2,100 people. That sounds reasonable, doesn't it? Except in the biggest county in the state where the most Democrats live, where there was one for every 20,000 people. You couldn't make this up. In Texas, you got to have a photo ID, but it doesn't count if it comes from a state university. North Carolina actually had to pass and then back off the law, which said if your child goes to school in North Carolina, if the kid votes in the school town, in other words, making more young people in one place, you cannot take a tax deduction for your child. Your child has to come back home and vote if you want to keep your tax deduction. That was so blatantly unconstitutional they lost that. But I'm just telling you need a president who will protect and expand Voting Rights Act, not restrict it. You need a president who will protect the rights of labor people, who will protect the rights of women and families to make their own health care decisions, who will protect the rights of all Americans not to be run over by big money and campaigns through that Citizens United decision. We got a lot riding on this. But you can have all the voting rights in the world, and if you don't have voting responsibilities, it does not amount to a human being. So, I hope you'll vote for Hillary. I think she's the president we need at this time in history. I think it would be a good thing.